Hey everybody, Chef here, Friday, November 20th, 2020. Just in case you missed a Google Meet today. Essentially what I'm doing with this quick video is, if you come to the Google Meets, we usually go over the quiz together. So I'm going to go over that quiz with you right now. And then you can follow along this PowerPoint and put the answers in for the puzzle piece, which will be labeled Egg Basics Part 2. All right, let's get started. As you can see, here my students have been submitting more pictures to me of egg dishes and things, so it's been kind of nice to have those and post them and talk about them a little bit. Here's one around, a little odd looking, but good. Oops, sorry. Next slide. There's another one right there. That's from Travis Kitzmiller. It's an egg sandwich. But let's get to this test portion here. But before we do that, one of the test questions is going to entail what type of pan to use. Yesterday we were talking about, and if you've seen the previous video, Egg Basics 1, non-stick, Teflon pan's good, seasoned cast iron pan. Another thing we talked about today is you can season a stainless steel pan and make it somewhat non-stick. There's several videos out there. I'm not going to post that video on here. I'll just give you a quick rundown. If you take a mixture of salt and oil and heat it up to about smoking point, it's a little bit dangerous, then let it cool down and rub that pan out. It will make it so eggs will not stick to it as long as you don't wash it out with hot soapy water. You have to wipe it out like you would a Teflon pan. So let's get into the test quiz portion, these 5 questions really quick. What is the minimal internal temperature for cooking whole eggs? When I say whole eggs, I mean eggs in the shell that are raw. The minimal internal temperature is 145 degrees. We were talking about this a little bit because it is kind of strange that poultry is usually 165 and eggs are a form of poultry, and also eggs can contain salmonella, but it is kind of odd that the temperature isn't 165 like chicken usually is. But the minimum internal temperature for whole eggs is 145 degrees. Next question. What is the ideal burner setting for correctly cooking scrambled eggs? All right, this is, look, stoves are different. You have gas, you have electric, you have different settings. But the point I'm trying to make with this is you want to cook on a low heat. But I'm going to say I would accept either one of these answers. But for the record here, this is what you need to put: medium low. You just want to make sure you're not cooking your eggs at too high of a temperature. It will make them rubbery. It'll make them overcooked. It will give them a burnt taste. It'll make it's easier for eggs to stick to the pan at a higher temperature. So medium low is the answer I'm going with. Scrambled eggs should be taken completely off the heat source right before Scrambled eggs should be taken completely off the heat source right before complete because carryover cooking is a factor. This is true. Remember, your pan's still hot, your egg product's still hot, so you want to take, before those eggs are done, you want to take it off the heat completely and let it finish the cooking process the last minute or so on its own, and that is called carryover cooking. Very important to making a good scrambled egg. Which of the following pans is acceptable for cooking fried or scrambled eggs? A, Teflon, B, cast iron, C, stainless steel, D, all of the above as long as the pans are seasoned. The answer is D. Any of the pans above will work as long as they are seasoned. Usually Teflon doesn't have to be seasoned, it's just a non-stick surface, but your cast iron and your stainless steel does. So the answer is D. Which utensil should not be used when making scrambled eggs? A, heat-proof rubber spatula, B, metal spatula, C, wooden spoon, or D, all of the above are acceptable to use. The answer is B, a metal spatula. You never want metal on metal when you're cooking. It's not good for your pan, and it will make a non-stick surface. It'll wear it down, and your egg product will stick to it. So never use metal on a metal pan, especially Teflon. All right, I think we have one more slide here. Please remember, all Q2 folders assignments labeled November 11th through the 20th, 2020 are due by Sunday, November 22nd. If you do not get those assignments in, or you do not message me with a reason why you couldn't get them in, then you will receive a 0. I just want to make that perfectly clear. As always, you can always message me if you have any questions or concerns. Have a nice weekend. We will talk to you on Monday.